So we're going down the line.
Yep.
So
Once again.
I'm Lucian,
I'm Iz.
I'm Harry.
and this is the Flatecast, the second attempt after the absolute shit show that was this morning's recording, to the point where we've had to go in a different room, and now we've got this camera, which hopefully is the one that you're looking at it, and this shitty one over there, which will probably skip
angles.
a few frames.
Two
Two
angles,
angles,
yeah.
so the budget has gone up in the past hour and a half. So up until we get to our top 3 Star Wars movies, the arguments probably aren't going to be as intense as we would have liked. But hey, it's the first episode, you know,
It's the pilot.
and we haven't let it get us down.
No.
We're back at it again. There's a bit of wind outside the door, but it's fine. But yeah, I think everyone again is going to go down the list. We're going to do our bottom 3, middle 3, and top 3 one by one. So 9 and then 8. And after 3 movies, we're going to do a segment which Elliot has got prepared for us.
Yep.
Bit of a different way that we were doing it before, but
Hey ho.
listen, it might be different next week. We have no clue at this point.
Yeah.
This might be the only episode that ever actually gets out. So,
We lost media in like 2 years.
yeah, this is what's gonna stop me from getting a job in 2 years.
Honestly.
So, I think we can skip past Rise of Skywalker being 9. I think we all agree that movie's dog shit.
100%.
It's
I think Phantom Menace my worst, but
Elliot. We didn't even introduce Elliot. Is the producer here? He's behind the
Yeah.
camera.
In front of the other camera as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, in front of the.
Wait, am I seen on that one?
I
Probably.
don't think so.
Oh.
My knees probably.
I'll just censor you. But yeah, so Elliot is the producer, obviously hosted by us 3.
Yes.
Yep.
Daniel was there last time, but we blame him for everything that went wrong.
So he's been axed.
But yeah, so I think we'll start with number 9, which all of us 3 have got Rise.
Rise of Skywalker, yeah.
Elliot behind the camera's got, what'd you say?
Phantom Menace.
Phantom
I
Menace.
disagree.
understand.
Which,
I understand why
I
Rise
disagree with
is
that as well.
why people say Rise is worse. I just can't stand Jar Jar Binks.
I think Jar Jar Binks is bad, but I think there's no argument for the fact that
Oh
Rise
yeah,
is
the
worse.
Rise is the worst film.
I won't get into Jar Jar Binks.
I don't think. I think Rise is arguably the only bad Star Wars movie. I think there's average ones, and I think there's decent ones, but I think Rise is the only one which I watched and I was like, wow, this is shit.
Unfortunately, I watched all the sequels and had that. This is shit moment.
Yeah, I decided to watch all the sequels in the span of 24 hours
Oh,
because I was ill, and I was like, oh, well, I might as well just watch them.
made you worse. Probably.
I got my hopes up after Last Jedi, and they just came crashing down. So, anyway, I think we should all do our 8th place by the looks of it.
Yep.
Which I have Force Awakens. We've already pretty much got the arguments out of all these already, but
Yeah.
Force Awakens is such a boring rehash of A New Hope. There's no reason for me to watch it other than The Force Awakens is, I think, the most pointless movie. I think out of every Star Wars movie. At least Rise is bad, but not only is it a final to a trilogy, whether or not it's a good one, it's just at least it's slightly different. There's no reason to watch Force Awakens. I roll my eyes every single time that as soon as I saw the Millennium Falcon, I roll my eyes. I was like, this is so lazy. And I think that, you know, maybe if I watched Star Wars as a kid, then I would have liked the references and the callbacks. Like I mentioned this earlier. No Way Home isn't as good if you're not a fan or watched the older Spider-Man movies, because you're not going to care if Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire come back.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how I felt about Force Awakens. It just didn't do it for me. But yeah, so that's my 8. We got our arguments out a bit earlier, so if we breeze up until about 3, but you guys are gonna have missed out on some
Heated argument.
heated arguments because you're gonna see what Harry's bullshit is. And
I
Yeah.
don't think it's bullshit.
yeah, obviously he doesn't. He's wrong.
It is though.
Right, my number 8 is The Last Jedi.
As is mine.
Exactly. Maybe only one of Harry's only good takes in this entire episode.
The thing is, that's one of Harry's only good takes, and it's not a good take because
No,
Last Jedi's
it's not.
better.
It's
a
not.
good take.
It's so bad.
It's
No,
not a
like
bad
the take
take
is
at
Oh
so
my
all.
god, yeah, you got it right.
No, the take is terrible. Okay, the fact Last Jedi is so much better than Force Awakens.
No.
Yes, it is.
No,
It's just the entire Luke Skywalker thing.
I think yeah, exactly. I think The Force Awakens, right?
Luke
probably
Skywalker dick riders.
Why is he
I
got all
am
Yoda?
proudly.
Why is he
Um,
got off-brand Yoda? It's just off-brand Yoda, innit?
Yeah, but you like Yoda in fucking Phantom Menace?
I
Right.
like Yoda and everything. I
Yeah,
just
you're an idiot.
prefer him in
No.
the
I think for
prequels.
me and Harry, The Force Awakens. You got The Force Awakens at 7th as well,
Yeah.
haven't you? Right. The Force Awakens
You're the
carries
same bottom three.
a
Yep.
bit of nostalgia for me and Harry, probably because we grew up watching Star Wars.
And I didn't.
So
I mean, I did.
This
but
movie.
mine's
the
different.
callbacks probably like meant something to us lot.
So, yeah, I watched Star Wars when I was younger, but I didn't start caring about it until I was about, only a few years ago.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I also like that C-3PO was in it.
What?
I also like that C-3PO was in
Yeah.
thingy. I
What,
know that's
in
like
Force
a bare
Awakens?
minimum.
The Force
I know that's like the bare
Awakens.
I
minimum.
don't like.
No, I did like it.
C-3PO's
I know that's
legend.
I don't know that's the bare minimum, but
That was like the only callback I cared about. In Force
C-3PO.
Awakens. But
We should bring him back.
so Force Awakens, you guys is 7.
Mhm.
I actually forgot what my 7 is. No, I didn't. It's Phantom Menace. That movie's so boring. If you take out the last 30 minutes of that movie with Darth Maul, it is the worst Star Wars movie.
Phantom Menace is my 6th, and I said it again. It was heavily
Yeah.
carried by Darth Maul.
It is like, apart from that, Natalie Portman isn't bad in that movie, but like she's
bad in a different way.
She is bad. in the movie.
I think she's 14.
Yeah, she is.
I was like 7 at the time.
As a kid, you liked her as a kid.
Natalie Portman was 14 in that film.
Yeah.
In the Phantom Menace, yeah, she was a child.
It's like 2001, bro.
It was
This is getting
1999.
cut.
Yeah, as a child, I thought she was attractive.
Yeah, it's like it's like the thing where it's like as a kid when I was watching Chamber of Secrets, I thought
Hermione
Hermione.
Granger.
it's like the same.
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
Do you know what else? I just think that
And Draco Malfoy.
episode 1, I think Phantom Menace was just a big backstory setup. It was all setting up for the
It
next
was,
2.
but I feel like there's
And
so
that's why
many.
It's boring as
It's
fuck.
still boring as fuck.
Yeah, I
Like,
understand. I do
Like,
understand.
When you go, especially after watching like the original trilogy where they're so fast paced.
Yeah.
Like there's always something going on.
Yeah.
Like I rewatched Empire last night and it's literally like, oh, as soon as this is gone, like you're constantly bouncing back and
Yeah,
forth between
yeah.
what's going on. And Phantom Menace is just so long. Phantom Menace is mid movie at best, and Harry's an idiot.
Okay, so what's Harry's
Mhm.
6th?
My 6th is episode 2. Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the
Is
Clones.
it? Is that
Yeah.
how low you put it? I
Yeah.
mean,
I think
I
the
mean,
only,
I don't think it's much better.
the only redeeming
I
quality
think
about
it's-
it
No,
is
we were
the
on 7.
introduction.
Oh no, your 7 was Force Awakens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only redeeming factor of Attack of the Clones was Count Dooku and the Colosseum bit.
Yeah. I
And,
think
and the wedding.
Yes.
yeah, that
I
that's the
love
thing.
And their
though. I
wedding.
think I think the movie is only slightly better as a whole than Phantom Menace, but the last 30-40 minutes are better than the last 30-40 minutes of Phantom Menace. That's the only difference maker I'd give it. We'll
think
get to
about
Phantom Menace.
I put Attack of the Clones at 5th.
What was your 6?
My 6th?
Oh, 6 was Phantom
Menace.
Menace.
It's just 'cause the Attack of the Clones, like I say, the wedding scene, brilliant.
Yeah. The wedding scene is good actually. I love love.
And the battle with the clones and everything.
Yeah.
So good.
That's what I mean. The whole Colosseum bit. It's just it peaks so much higher than even though it drops maybe a bit
Didn't
lower.
you say that bit dragged?
What?
The Colosseum bit.
No, I
Oh.
said
No,
And it's
his
just died.
dragging bit
It's
was
just
about
died.
Empire, which we'll
Oh,
get up
Empire, yeah.
to very soon actually.
Yeah, just
It just died.
it's
What
next on
is-
my list.
What's my number 6?
And also, something about Attack of the Clones, right? It starts to play with the idea of Anakin wanting to betray the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
you
whole
can clearly see like the turmoil.
Yeah.
in
The
Yeah.
killing
Attack of
the sand people, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You can see him, like, toying with the
Yeah,
idea of it.
And I also have Attack of the Clones. I think that's
I
my
hate
6.
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones is my 6. I think it's not like a. I think it's a decent movie.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
just think like it's definitely still on the. It just kind of more speaks to how good Star Wars is rather than how bad that movie is.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know people hate on it a lot. Like some people argue it's the worst.
Well,
Not
Attack
including
of
the
the Clones
sequels.
is the worst.
You are.
People say Attack of the Clones is the
Yeah.
People claim it's very much worse than Phantom Menace, which I think is crazy.
I think that's
'cause
wrong.
whether or not, I think it's more of a problem if a movie is boring than bad.
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
Because if it's bad, you can laugh about it.
yeah, you can laugh about it, and there'll still be
Not
at
the case
least
with those
pointers.
zombies, though, is it?
If a movie like
We laughed at it a bit, but that was just.
yeah, but the
Oh
worst
my
movie
God,
that we
I thought
when we
that.
watched Oh Zombie on the Night Out, right? That isn't in terms of how bad it is the worst movie I've seen. It is the most boring movie I've ever seen,
Yes.
which in turn makes it the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not the most poorly made movie
The
I've
fact
ever
we
watched.
saw like 3.
No, because it
Down
starts
with
off.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
started
Yeah.
off good.
Yeah.
Like I was gripped halfway, and then it just like the first 10 minutes
Yeah.
were good.
How have you
Like-
literally called
and
the
it
only
just went
female
shit.
tomboy?
Like we
That-
don't
that was funny.
we don't see a zombie till like the final 5 minutes.
Yeah, like The-
Shit.
the biggest like disservice you can do is being boring, which Phantom Menace is. Which even though Attack of the Clones is bad at times, I don't think it's really boring.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I also do think all the prequels are overly long. Besides Revenge, but
Well, it's-
Revenge like needs to be that long. But I don't think the other two
Oh.
do. I don't know, 2.5 hours. I'm pretty sure Phantom Menace is longer than all of the original trilogy.
136 minutes.
Yeah,
That is
130.
that is
Yeah, so 2
criminal.
hours and 15. That's basically the same amount of time as Empire, actually.
Revenge of the Sith is longer.
Yeah, but Empire's good.
Yeah, Empire's good and
True.
Revenge is good. But yeah, so that was my.
It's the shortest. It's the shortest prequel.
Yeah, it feels
it?
like the longest.
Yeah, it
That's
feels
how
like the
boring
longest.
it is.
They should have made Revenge the longest. But yeah, so
Revenge is the longest.
Revenge is the Revenge is the longest. That's what you're saying. Okay. But yeah, so my number 6 was Attack of the Clones. Is everyone gonna say their 5? Oh no, you said your 5. was
I've
Attack
said
of
my
the
5
Clones
is
already.
Attack of the Clones.
Empire.
Yeah,
Strikes Back.
Harry's number 5 is Empire
Empire
because he's
Strikes
a
Back is criminal.
fucking idiot.
Oh,
Um,
man, I
It's
forgot
not.
about
It's
that.
not like me saying, "Oh, it's a bad film." I'm saying it's a great film.
Yeah, but you're saying that
But it's
Phantom
not-
Menace
You're
is
saying
better than
Phantom
it.
Yes,
Menace
I
is
am.
You're
better.
saying-
and
yeah,
I'll
but the thing is, you're
stand on that
saying-
hill.
Right,
Bad
do you think do you
films are
like
better
it more,
than
or do you think it's better? Do you think Phantom Menace is a better movie than
I
Empire?
like it more.
Right, but
Just went to the Spider-Man ranking.
oh, but I want to ask you this, right? So take Darth Maul out of the equation. Darth Maul doesn't exist.
Mm.
It's not a Star Wars film.
No. It's
No,
a
a different Sith Lord pops up. Different
right?
Sith Lord.
Is Phantom Menace still better than Empire Strikes Back?
It really depends on the Sith Lord. It really depends
Right.
on the Sith Lord. That makes or break
Arguably,
it.
even though I love Darth Maul, I think Dooku's the better leader Sith Lord in Attack of the Clones and
As a
Phantom Menace is.
character
Yes.
in the films, yes.
Yeah, but like,
But
as
right,
the film.
we're
What if
only
you
looking at
included
it as a
Rogue One
film.
and Solo in this.
Disregard any of the series or the backstory. Right?
that's just ignorant, now, isn't it?
No, but we're just looking at the films in this. Oh yeah,
so
we
Phantom
was,
Menace
Empire.
minus Darth Maul.
yeah. We disregard the backstory for now because we'll do a deep dive episode.
I'd say it drops down to 5.
It drops down to 5.
Yeah.
So a movie that you've put at definitely not 5. You put Empire at 5. You think disregarding the stuff that is not part of that movie, it
Disregarding
would
the
go down from however high you've got it.
how many
to 5.
minutes?
Yes.
You're
How
an
m-
idiot.
How many minutes of screen time did Darth Maul have in that film?
If that. Because what, he turns up on Tatooine, and then he turns up when they're saving Padme, aren't they? Because then that's when the fight starts.
Also,
But then
the
there's
Duel
more
of the
onus set
Fates
on the
is the second
Darth
best.
Maul.
Got to put my mic back on.
Darth Maul had approximately
6
to 7 minutes
No
of screen time.
No way.
of screen time in the Phantom Menace. Despite his limited presence, his extended lightsaber battles and ominous design made him one of the most memorable parts of the film. He's the only memorable part of that film.
Jar Jar Binks is pretty memorable, but not for the good
Not for
reasons.
the right
For
reasons.
the wrong
Six.
Don't bring him up.
Minutes.
I will be angry.
That's like Voldemort. Like, you can't speak his name. Right.
He who shall not be named.
But also think
Double
about it,
J
Phantom
does not
Menace
get spoke
introduced
about
us
in this
to
fucking
so
podcast.
many new species of aliens, didn't it?
Yeah, and
It
so
introduced us to
I mean, at least
the
he's
Trade
not brought up the point
Federation
you made
people.
earlier.
I don't remember the name. It's like Nemorians or something.
I can still hear the wind. Carry on.
Then it was Sebulbas. Whatever
I'm
species
glad he's
that
not
is.
making the point you made earlier.
Yeah, what are you saying?
Wait, which point?
About how
About
the
the
Trade
big names.
Federation are obviously meant to be.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Ah, yeah, we're not going to talk
Yeah,
about that.
We're not talking about that.
But yeah,
Then we got. I forgot his name. Who's the guy who?
if you don't remember his name, then he clearly
who
isn't important.
enslaved Anakin?
Oh, the little
Oh.
vulture nutsack guy.
Yeah.
Nevis.
Ben Nevis. Yeah, bro.
It's not Ben.
My favourite
Ben,
character,
is
Ben
it?
Nevis.
It's not. It's not Sebulba. Sebulba's the pod racer, isn't he?
I have no clue what he's
No,
called.
this is too.
Sorry.
niche for me. I don't
Yeah,
know
bro,
these
this is too
guys.
far. Who enslaved the Africans is what came up as a suggested
Okay.
search.
It's taken a twisted turn.
Yeah. Who was it?
Watto.
Oh,
Watto.
I liked
He was
Watto,
fucking
actually.
annoying.
I thought Watto was like kind of funny.
I don't think I've ever heard that name in my life.
Yeah,
Wait.
he's the guy, the bird guy who enslaves Anakin.
The
and
one
his
who
mum
has
and that.
Anakin.
Oh,
as a kid.
is that his name?
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
He pissed me off as a kid.
But
I didn't like his.
Then we
wings.
see C-3PO's origins.
He made a noise when they were behind him. It just pissed me off. It sounded like
Yeah.
static.
but yeah, I don't know. I think we're focusing more on Phantom Menace, the fact that he said that Empire was 5.
Yeah.
Less about why Phantom Menace is above Empire. Why is Empire that low?
Yeah.
What negatives do you have for Empire?
Exactly.
Crickets.
I
Exactly.
don't have any negatives. It's just It's not my favourite.
Can I ask what you would give Phantom Menace out of 10?
Yeah.
What would you give Empire?
So,
I'm not saying. Are we going off
Wait,
of
so
how
you're-
much I like it or how
Either
good
or.
it is?
so
Either
you're
or.
5 to 2 at the same rating. 5, 4.
Because I'm
3.
assuming that your
Probably,
number
yeah.
one's a 5. I feel like
Yeah.
most of our number ones are gonna be 5s.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Interesting
I mean-
takes.
Okay, well, your 5 is Empire. That's objectively wrong.
Yeah,
But-
definitely.
We're gonna move on. Should I do my 4?
Yeah.
My 4 is Return of the Jedi. I feel like it's just a great movie.
I
It's definitely a step
disagree.
above. Obviously, I said I had Last Jedi at 5, which I do think is easily the best of.
It's the best
Or
sequel.
maybe I didn't mention that I had Last Jedi. Last Jedi's 5. It's definitely the best prequel. I mean sequel even.
Yep.
It does its own thing, which Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker don't do. They're both just complete messes. And Force Awakens is just like nostalgia bait. Sort of done right. Obviously, it doesn't affect me because I don't have nostalgia for Star
I think
Wars.
if you're a casual Star Wars fan, Force Awakens is a good movie.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think if you're, especially like if you watched it as a kid as well.
Yeah.
And
But
I
if you
remember
care
liking it.
If you care a lot about Star
Yeah.
Wars,
It's like the No Way Home thing.
Yeah.
But like then Rise of Skywalker was them trying to do what the fans wanted in the complete wrong way.
Yeah.
Clearly they didn't know what they thought they were doing. And Last Jedi at least feels like it's its own thing. If I'm gonna watch something like A New Hope, I mean if I'm gonna watch something like Force Awakens, I'm just gonna watch A New Hope. If I'm gonna watch Rise, I'd rather just watch Return.
Mm-hmm.
And The Last Jedi is the only one that's at least like that. It has elements of Empire. I don't think it's like fully its own thing.
Yeah.
I think for the most part it does its own thing. But then, right above that is Return. Return's great. It's the worst out of the 3, I think, but that's not like a discredit to Return. I think it's less that Return isn't as good and more that A New Hope and Empire are that
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think I think Empire and I think Empire and A New Hope are like clearly 2 of the greatest movies ever made, and I don't think Return is that level.
Yeah.
But I still think Return's great. I think obviously the whole beginning bit where they go and save Han is great. I think it kind of annoys me that he's like blind for a bit of the movie. That kind of pisses me off.
Oh, after he was
And we get
frozen
Leia
in carbon.
Yeah, like it makes sense.
in the prisoner,
Oh yeah, Leia.
Yeah.
That was great. Honestly, I was waiting for that the whole trilogy.
and
was worth it.
and I think it was nice to see her kill Jabba.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked that.
I think they also made a really good choice with having Jabba not be a human.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
like
he
it
was,
kind of
he was
like-
supposed to be human in the original
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Empire Strikes Back one.
Is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
something like that.
And then they changed it in like the 90s.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you know what I love that they did at Return of the Jedi though?
What?
That if you watch it, they edited Hayden Christensen as
Yeah,
Anakin's
that is
Force
good. I
Ghost.
do like that. How?
Oh, you like how
Yeah,
they changed it?
I
Yeah.
think
I
especially
don't
'cause,
think
like,
they should have done that,
that-
because
Well, it
because
wouldn't have made
if
sense
we think
then.
about
Yeah,
it,
to be fair, if you like watching it for the first time these days, you won't know who the fuck the
Yeah,
He's,
and like you only see him without the mask on for a little bit, whereas
Yeah.
if you've
But-
lived through the prequels, you have more of a connection to that version of Anakin.
Yeah.
And
but
it-
like if we look at that Anakin turned to the dark side. That's the Anakin that slaughtered those children. You know what I mean?
no, that's what I mean. Though, if they
No.
show
he was
the
already
newer
turned.
yeah,
He was already turned.
But
That's
you
that's
can-
the good Anakin.
yeah,
that we're
yeah,
looking
that's the
at.
good. If they shown the version that we see when he takes the mask off, then that is showing the evil version of him. Whereas when we've seen him clearly change throughout the prequels,
and he's kind of
and you can see,
yeah.
you know, it shows him, you know, where he was like troubled at the start,
'Cause-
and then you know was then sort of like found peace. Now I think that's much better.
No, because Anakin
But
didn't.
like in that sense, they should have shown Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan's ghost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you
but
you
Ewan
don't
McGregor's
see Darth
Obi-Wan
Vader
didn't
throughout
die.
the trilogy. You see
Yeah, but
Alec McGuinness throughout the trilogy, 'cause you get him as a Force
McGregor's
Ghost.
Obi-Wan isn't the one that's dead. It's the one from the original the old.
Yeah, I know, but like
Obi-Wan's
that's
dead,
the
so it
thing.
makes
that's like
sense.
aged Obi-Wan.
Yeah, but
Exactly. I
he's-
know. Yes.
Yeah, but he's persistent throughout the trilogy. Like you don't see Anakin throughout
Yeah.
the original
Luke,
prequel.
Luke
the
doesn't
original
meet Ewan
trilogy.
McGregor's Obi-Wan. He meets the old Obi-Wan.
Yeah, but so why is Obi-Wan Kenobi his old
Because
self?
he was still good when he died, whereas
Yes,
Anakin
but
wasn't.
Anakin turned back from the dark
Yeah,
side.
but it's just more to see like.
If it was
how
Attack
it
of the
is to
Clones,
us.
Anakin, would you be all right with that?
No,
Like the
I
haircut.
don't know
No,
why
I
you're
wouldn't.
annoyed about
I
that
wouldn't.
change and not about the CGI dancing thing in Return.
I'm all for
That's
that.
so much
I am
worse.
all for
no,
that.
so you're all for that, but you're not all for seeing Anakin at the end. The
I'm-
two good changes that they made in
They
the
should've
trilogy,
changed
which
that.
I
They
noticed,
shouldn't
right?
have changed
There's
that.
loads of other changes that they've made. People
Yep.
say that they shouldn't have changed who shoots first in A New Hope and all that shit, right? Because they changed.
I was just about. to ask
Yeah.
that.
I think the two good changes they make are in the end of Return when you see Hayden Christensen's Force Ghost rather than who's I know it's who the fuck acts as Darth Vader?
James
Earl Jones, then who's actually like the because he's the voice, but there's someone else who's the body of him.
I don't know. I know it's James Earl.
Yeah, James Earl Jones
is
is the voice. But yeah, I think that's better, and I think when in Empire Strikes Back where they change how Palpatine looks in the hologram. Have you seen what Palpatine looks like in the original hologram? It looks horrendous.
That was who the hell plays Palpatine in the prequels? Because it's the same actor.
It's the
isn't
same
it?
guy. It's the same
Yeah.
guy throughout all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
but
one of the only
It's just the
actors
way it
who
looks like.
stayed. throughout.
Search up like Palpatine hologram in Empire Strikes Back.
Can I also make a point as well whilst we're talking
Yeah.
about Hayden Christensen? He's so overhated. I think he was
I
brilliant
think,
as
I
Anakin.
think people hate on him. Like, what is he supposed to do with that script?
I love Hayden Christensen.
And
I
I
think he's
think-
a great
yeah,
actor.
I know what you mean.
He played the massive
Yeah, you
baby.
see what I mean.
I
Yeah,
know
that's
what
how
you
Palpatine
mean.
looks before he changed
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
And it looks awful in the original one. That's a good change to make as well to make it look
Yeah.
more like that
Yeah.
Palpatine.
But I think I'm adamant on this point that they shouldn't have had Hayden
Right, so
I
Christensen.
think you're
let's-
wrong.
If
I
they-
think you are wrong.
But like,
there.
what's the argument of why isn't Obi-Wan young then? Why?
I just said why.
because he was always good. But if we
Yeah, but no, because you haven't seen how Darth Vader looks throughout the whole movie. You see him at the end. You don't have any sort of emotional attachment to that version of Vader
And
because he's
also
been in the
if it
mask the
shows
whole
Darth
time.
Vader-
in
it's
a cinematic
You're talking in a
view,
cinematic sense, but you're putting
it.
fucking Phantom Menace above Empire.
Right, just
What are you
chill out.
talking about?
in a cinematic sense, yes, it's the right change. But in an in-universe sense, it is the wrong change.
Yeah, but like Luke doesn't even interact with him, so it doesn't matter. It's just for us. Luke doesn't even acknowledge that Yoda and fucking Obi-Wan and Darth Vader are there. It's just for us to like
It's
see
for the
how they feel
fans
after
to
it.
see.
It's only for the fans. And plus, the way that Anakin looks like in the original, you don't see him like that. He's already like decrepit and shit by the time you see him after he takes the mask off. So it's not even looking like the same guy anyway. I don't know. Regardless, I think honestly you're just helping my point because I said Return's the worst of the three. So I don't know, but I think Return's the worst of the three. I still
Right.
think it's arguably like a top 3 trilogy of all time. It's not a
That's
bad
what it
movie
looked
at
like
all.
originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're telling me you would rather have that, just some random Donny.
Yeah, he doesn't even look
As-
like that when he takes the mask
As
off
an
though.
in-universe, yes.
No.
As like
It's
looking at it
stupid.
from in-universe, yes.
Also, by the way, you're not commenting on the fact that Yoda's changed the CGI one, which is arguably worse.
Yeah.
Just keep the puppet Yoda. Why the fuck is it the CGI one?
The puppet Yoda is so much better.
It is.
But they couldn't have had a puppet for what he did in the prequels.
They
When he
cut
sat on
off.
the council,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, he is jumping all over.
But like
Yeah,
when he's
obviously.
scrapping Count Dooku and Palpatine,
Yeah.
can't
Also,
really
I'm
do that.
sorry. The fight between Yoda and Dooku isn't
Oh
great.
yeah, no.
it's all about how good
Yeah,
they
but
are
that's
with
a
the
big
Force,
thing
though,
in
isn't
the
it?
prequel.
Yeah, but it's just like he
fights
goes,
aren't that
and then the rocks come down and just slowly moves. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, honestly.
But yeah, I have Return at 4. I think it's a great movie, but I think it does have definite problems, which I just think the other ones don't have.
Okay, my fourth is Revenge of the Sith.
Criminal.
No,
crazy to
not
me.
for. I love the Revenge of the Sith. I love this film so much, but it's just that the trilogy have a special place in my heart, so they top my top 3 spot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like that's the argument that I've had for Spider-Man, for example.
Yeah.
Like because they're my favorite trilogy, I'm obviously even the the downsides that they have. I'm gonna, because I've grown up with them as well. I'm gonna look
Look
past them.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
We've grown up with all of them though.
no, yeah, but I'm saying even though I watched Tasm and them when they came out,
Hmm.
I was more watching the original trilogy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's fair.
The thing is, Revenge of the Sith, I think, is obviously the best prequel
By a mile.
By a mile, yeah.
I don't think it's close.
And I don't have any complaints about that film, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
It's one of the most emotional
I have a
Star Wars
complaint about
films.
Revenge of the Sith.
go on.
We should have seen the dead kids.
We should have seen the dead kids.
Oh.
I reckon it would. You know,
It would have been more emotionally impacting, definitely.
I
yeah,
think-
and funnier.
But I think that's just a shock. It'd just be shock value, wouldn't
I
it?
think seeing
Exactly. I want that shot value.
I think seeing the breakdown of Obi-Wan and Anakin's relationship was the most obviously fucking upsetting thing there.
Yeah.
You're my
Even
brother,
that, more
Anakin.
than Padme. More Padme, like.
As well,
seeing
yeah.
all
Yeah,
that.
but like you think about, I didn't even deep.
I
it
did
until-
think it was a bit cheesy of her dying of heartbreak.
No, but then when he asks for
He also attacked her.
when he
Yeah,
asks
but,
for
like-
asks where Padme is at the end,
But like,
He did attack her while she was
if
pregnant
you-
with
if you
twins.
deep
Yeah.
it hits hard at Obi-Wan saying like all that stuff to him because he's like he watched Anakin,
Anakin
on
grow
Yeah.
up, yeah.
on the CCTV or whatever,
Yeah,
killing the kids,
the
and then he
younglings.
watched him kill his the love of his life,
Yeah.
and then he had to beat him up. Fuck.
And also, I'm sorry.
Best fight in the entire series.
At Padme's funeral, where she's wearing the necklace that Anakin made for her when they first met.
Mm.
Oh my
I
god!
cried.
Has it ever-
I
It's
got
when they first met when he was a kid or when he was
is
enslaved.
it does it? How were Luke and Leia born if she's dead?
It was like she died during
she
childbirth.
died during childbirth. And the thing is,
Which she didn't die by heartbreak.
I heard
she
so,
died.
So which
I
one was
remember, like,
bought-
Obi-Wan saying she died of heartbreak.
Yeah, because she didn't want to tell Luke because he didn't know that. Like,
Do we know
don't know.
who came first, Luke or Leia? Because whoever came second
I
killed
think
Padme.
Leia was first.
I think
Ah,
Leia
Luke
was
killed
first.
Padme.
Leia killed Padme.
I got to see that film in the cinema the other year
Really?
when they reran it.
What?
What?
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, they
think I did
reran
as
it.
well.
They reran it in April last
Yeah.
year,
That
and it
so
was
good at the cinema.
Wow.
so amazing.
I do wish I was there for that.
I cried.
I can
Um,
see Lord of the Rings in the cinema.
But yeah, I think I can't argue Revenge of the Sith being 4. I definitely
I saw
think
Back to the Future in
it's
the
probably
cinema.
not as well made as the original trilogy. But because I was watching them from episode 1 through to 9.
Yeah.
The first 2 episodes, I was like, okay, I kind of get it. And then when I watched Revenge of the Sith, I was like, this is clearly what everyone was talking about.
Mm.
This is Star Wars.
I get the same feeling from Revenge of the Sith every single time I watch it.
Yeah, I've only seen it once. Yeah, I think the Revenge of the Sith take is fair. Like, I understand. Like,
It's a brilliant
think-
film.
I think
George Lucas knew what he
I
was
think
doing.
it lowest has to be 4 because it's very clearly better than all the
Yeah,
sequels
yeah, yeah.
and both of the other
Yes,
prequels.
definitely.
Like, I don't see how you can put those below Revenge.
Yeah, no.
Revenge is clearly a step above the rest of that. That's what I mean. Like the top 4, I feel like is pretty solidified. Dickhead Harry.
Moron.
Honestly.
But you know, Harry's gonna say it's 3 or 4.
Go on, Harry.
Yeah, Harry's gonna say it's 4.
Four's the original Star Wars.
Which is the most
You hope it's
criminal
four.
take ever.
Clearly the arguments aren't gonna get less heated because they're still consistently pissed off at Harry's take.
I am
I've forgotten-
infinitely pissed
I've
off with
forgotten
this.
You said that. You're a moron.
That is one of the most horrendous
I'm
takes
not saying
ever.
it's bad. I never said it was bad.
Yeah, but you're saying that
Phantom
Menace.
Right, so this
better.
is 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you're gonna put Phantom Menace 2 at this rate.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't understand you at all.
Because you're putting an entire film, which, wait, how long is the first Star Wars film?
121.
Right, so you're putting that much of an entire movie below for 6 minutes of Darth Maul screen time.
Yeah.
67.
Yeah.
7.
Um,
Get engagement
Worth
from
it.
the brain-rotted
Yeah.
kids.
Harry, I think you're a fucking idiot.
Yep.
I need to stop playing with the wire because I think it's gonna mess with the sound.
I don't even know if we have anything else to say on that.
I just think it's crazy.
I do.
The fact that
Harry,
a
you
movie's made 20. When did it come out? 77.
Yeah.
And Phantom Menace came out in 99, and he knew how. A New Hope is up there with like the best like looking movies of all.
Oh,
time.
yes.
In
And
terms of set design, the fact that it was made in
Yeah.
77
All
is crazy.
The
right?
practical effects are
I think
insane. The paintings
yeah,
and everything, the
only
models.
negative I feel like you could give A New Hope is the lightsabers look a bit goofy.
But
like,
again, it's
how the
the,
fuck are you
But
supposed
like,
to
what
do
it's
that
the
in
late
90s?
supposed to do?
70s, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and even then they up it so much in the 3 years they had.
Yeah.
In Empire, where like, and it doesn't negatively affect the movie.
And also, they thought that was going to be like, when they made the first Star Wars film, they thought that was it. Like, they
Yeah.
thought it was going to be that, and then it wouldn't do
And
anything. It wouldn't do well.
It was
Yeah.
it was such a good decision to, because obviously it was labeled as episode 4 already. The
Yeah,
fact that
yeah.
you've set
He's
it
thought
right in the
all
middle
this
of the
out,
story.
yeah.
He put it right in the middle of the story where it's just straight into it, and you're
Yeah.
immediately locked in. And I think it's just clearly so much better than Phantom
George
Menace.
Lucas thought all this out.
Yeah, but that's your 4, Harry.
Return of the Jedi's at
Should I
3.
go for my 3?
Yeah.
See, this is how my list has changed because A New Hope is 3. Now, it's an amazing movie, and all my positives are there. I don't actually have anything to say negatively about A New Hope.
Yeah.
I just think the other two are just like a whole like crazy tier.
Yeah.
Whereas like A New Hope's still an amazing movie, and I think if someone said to me that their favorite's A New Hope, I'm not like at all gonna discredit that. A New Hope, like I understand why everybody loves that movie, but I just think the other two have like a bit of, I guess, an emotional edge.
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
A New Hope isn't very emotional. Like Obi-Wan dies, but like you don't really get enough time with him in.
Such
Empire.
a good
That
fight.
the final half an hour in Empire is just so good.
Yeah.
As well as the rest of it.
100%.
But yeah, I agree.
Let's go to Harry's
Harry, what's your
takes.
3?
Number 3 is Return of the Jedi.
Couple of things that I don't agree that it's the best of the trilogy.
Well, once
What
again,
put- what-
I
what-
watched that so much when I was a kid.
What in return puts it above A New Hope and
Yeah.
Empire?
Nostalgia.
Because you
Right, what
watched
in
it a
the
lot as a
movie, though?
kid.
Because I watched it so much as a kid.
What?
The Sarlacc.
Yeah, but like because
the
of that, what
Sarlacc's
scenes now?
badass. The Sarlacc's the biggest thing in Star Wars up to that point, innit?
Mm.
Biggest animal.
Yeah.
And I just think it's badass
Mm.
how it eats Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And then it's like revealed that.
Yeah, but then I felt like that was such like I feel like Boba Fett was like so built up, and then like he just dies like that. Well, he doesn't probably it doesn't return. In,
But
like, a
Boba
different show
Fett
or
was
something.
just
yeah,
like.
he has his own.
Do you know what I liked about Boba Fett though? He was always somewhere in the background, like he was lurking, and he was just a mysterious
He's
character.
Boss, just wait,
he goes and
wasted.
finds
Yeah, yeah,
them
yeah,
when
yeah.
you go and visit
Yeah.
Calrissian.
I just like how he was a mysterious character.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how he's like such a big character and he's deep in
He's
the lore.
so cool.
Yeah.
Well, like
He's
Just
deep in the
all
lore.
in the
They just
film.
don't go into
Innit?
it in the films.
Honestly,
that
after
much.
playing, I used to play Battlefront 1 as a kid, and I was like, "Yo, Boba Fett's so sick," and I watch
Mm.
movies, I'm like, "What the fuck does he do?"
yeah, he's such like
Same with
he's one of
Bosk.
the more famous characters in Star
Yeah,
Wars. but he does
like honestly, apart
niche in
from
the film.
he was like to me like, barring like the top Jedi's, he was like the biggest character to me in
Yeah.
Star Wars.
I mean, he got his
um,
own show. Which I
Yeah, but like
haven't
everyone
seen.
gets their own fucking show at this point. I've not
my
watched
God,
any
have
of them.
you seen,
Should watch Skeleton Crew.
Oh.
what did I watch? Let me check.
Bad
Carry on.
Batch was pretty badass.
I liked the Obi-Wan.
Also, I have heard, obviously, the premieres have been for Boba Fett, the Mandalorian movie.
I'm going on Monday.
I've heard.
Should we just,
I've
should we
heard
just
good
rip
things.
it? We've not even watched it. We could probably find a recap somewhere. Should we just rip it, Lucian, and
We're
just
not
go?
doing it now.
I know, but
I don't know. Like I might just
Oh,
fuck the show and watch the movie.
Shit ass.
What?
The Acolyte.
I didn't watch it.
So bums.
Isn't that like the first thing that takes place in Star
Yeah.
Wars?
It's like in the timeline, it's the first one. It's so ass.
And they just need to do an Old Republic thing. They just
Yeah.
need to rip it and just do an Old Republic thing. Get people who like Star Wars and have played Knights of the Old Republic or the Old Republic MMO to actually direct it and
I
write
mean,
it.
how good do you think Starfighter is gonna be?
It's hard to tell these days with Star Wars.
It's just gonna be
films.
top
Yeah.
rated
Like,
Like,
average,
they could
but
so
Star Wars,
easily
innit?
just be a miss. It's like
Yeah,
they
it
don't,
could be.
Disney don't know what they're doing.
But yeah, I think Boba Fett is like his death in Returns
It's
like
not death,
cool.
It's not death. It's not death.
Yeah, but like his death in the movie. All you do is argue over arguments of what stuff happens in other things.
Because it happens, bro.
No.
So everything's explained in the Star Wars universe. It's
Yeah,
so cool.
But we're talking about the movie. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I've lost
like
track of what number are we on?
he did his 3.
3.
We're only on 3.
So
This is supposed to be a quick segment, by the way.
Yeah.
we're doing our 2 now.
Yeah.
Who's doing theirs first?
Want me to go?
Go on, because we have just spoke about it.
My 2 is Return of the Jedi.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's fair.
I think it finishes off the trilogy perfectly. I love the soundtrack, especially the end with the Ewoks. and
Yeah.
The whole
Soundtrack,
celebrating
yeah,
thing.
The originals do the soundtracks perfect.
Scene at the end with everyone celebrating in the background, and then you've got like
It is
Luke
great.
with
Yeah,
watching, like obviously cremating Darth Vader, his dad,
Yeah.
and everyone
Force
else is
ghosts.
celebrating, and they are the Force ghosts. And obviously like just everything. It's a very sentimental film. I
Yeah.
think.
And I think if I grew up with the movies, I would like Return a lot more.
Yeah.
Because it is the climax to, like, arguably the greatest trilogy of
Yeah.
all time. Like, people basically say it's like that and what Lord of the Rings, really.
Yeah.
So, like, I completely understand, like, the emotional sentiment
Attachment. Yeah.
behind Return.
Yep.
Harry, you want to say
My
your
second's
two?
Revenge of the Sith. I'm only joking.
No,
I'm
I was
only
actually gonna
joking.
flip my
I was
shit.
actually gonna like throw this
It's
microphone
Phantom
at
Menace.
you.
Second is Phantom Menace.
I mean, it's still crazy.
For 6 minutes of.
Still
Daniel's in the
crazy.
room right now, basically.
Oh,
so
we can't say.
I'm gonna tell Daniel this. Harry has disregarded
I've not disregarded them.
Sure.
I've not disregarded them.
hours worth of other films for Darth Maul, who has 6 minutes of screen time in the Phantom
And has
Menace.
No.
the
It's
second
roughly
most
6 or
aura
7
in the
minutes.
entire series, behind obviously Darth Vader.
Wait, what?
Oh,
He has
What?
the second most amount of aura in the Star Wars
You're
series.
basing Phantom Menace.
I'm not
being the
basing
second
it. I'm
greatest
just
Star
saying
Wars
it.
off
I'm
of
Aura.
throwing it in there.
Grow
I'm
the
not basing
fuck
it.
up,
I'm not
bro.
basing it. I'm just throwing it in there, man.
Bro, at least when I say that Spider-Man 3's that good, I don't base it off of, oh, no, the black suit's just so much aura, bro.
Honestly.
Like,
I'm
what
just
do you
saying,
mean?
It's just like, think about it from however old I was, like 4 or 5 or something.
what you're thinking? Nah, he's got mad aura.
I was thinking,
He's
nah,
got
this
so
guy
much
is insanely cool.
aura.
Yeah,
You're
but
actually just riding Darth Maul's dick so
I
hard,
am,
like,
I am.
6
This
minutes.
is crazy.
Right.
This is obscene.
What's your second, Lucian?
My second, which is actually the biggest change that has happened in this whole list since yesterday. So, I rewatched Empire Strikes Back yesterday.
Yep.
It used to be, in my opinion, an 8 out of 10, and I had it at third. I had it below A New Hope, and I had Revenge of the Sith at number 1. After last night, Revenge of the Sith is my number 2.
Oh.
Ooh,
now,
I don't hate it.
I don't
hate it.
think.
No, I'm not mad.
I guess I'll do this and lead into my 1. I might as well. Revenge of the Sith isn't any worse than I initially thought it was. Like, I still think it's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not perfect, but I love it that much. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this is fucking insane. Yeah, Revenge is still amazing. Arguably the best fight scene in the whole series.
Not
Oh,
arguably,
yeah.
it is.
It's probably.
It is.
Yeah, like, to be honest, no, I'm not going to say that. I really
it.
do like Darth Maul's
Imagine we
fight, but I
got
don't
that
think it
fight
compares.
scene with today's CGI.
I know.
I wouldn't
Honestly,
trust it. I
imagine
wouldn't
this-
trust it, to
imagine
be
the-
honest.
What?
No, I wouldn't.
because
Yeah.
No, because the way
Think
that
about
they,
it,
the,
think
because
about
the
it.
action in the sequels is at least good.
Pirates of the Caribbean, in my opinion, the second one is where CGI peaked.
Oh,
And that was like Davy Jones. With Davy Jones
Yeah.
and all of his his crew, whatever. That CGI peaked in that film. Best CGI of all time.
Well,
Bill-
so if they had Pirates of the Caribbean level CGI,
It would be
But the
amazing.
Yeah,
CGI in the
that's a good
sequels
point.
is that good though. Like,
But it's not.
regardless of all the negatives you can give out,
You
sequels,
literally
they look good.
criticize Yoda.
What?
You literally criticize CGI Yoda.
Yeah, in the prequels.
Prequels.
I
Are
said
we,
this.
are we talking about Revenge of the
No,
Sith?
I'm saying that Revenge of the Sith. You're saying that you wouldn't trust them making it modern day if they made the CGI how it is. I'm saying that the sequel's CGI is really good, so I wouldn't say
Yeah.
I'd still trust them to make. I
yeah.
think
So Obi-Wan, Anakin fight with the sequels
Yeah.
level of CGI.
if the prequels had the sequels level of CGI, then we'd be talking about them way
Just
differently.
CGI. Just don't change the writing. Don't change.
Yeah,
the-
nothing about it
Okay,
changed.
choreography.
It just like
I'm not
it
saying they'd be
looks a little
perfect
bit
movies,
better.
but I'm saying they'd be way better than they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd move up in places because I think that again the
General
top
Grievous.
4 is that like a level
Solid.
above them. But I think in terms of how they look, yeah, I think that they would definitely compare. But
Mm.
I don't think Revenge of the Sith doesn't give me the same visual negatives that the other two give me. Revenge of the Sith was like at that point in 2005 where like the CGI's fine.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's that
They
bad.
actually
And it's
hired
also
good
like the
people
least
without trying
use
to
of
save
it,
money.
I think. There's probably like the least use of CGI. Like when you get to Tatooine in Phantom Menace, it's so forced with all the aliens. There.
But General Grievous. And then
Um,
with the Obi-Wan fight, they're
yeah, that's
like
good though. That
floating
looks
on a
great.
thing.
That looks great. That's what I'm
That
saying.
does
That's what I'm
look.
saying. I think Phantom I think sorry.
But it
Revenge of
doesn't.
the
It
Sith looks
uses a huge amount of CGI, and
Yeah.
they're in space.
Yeah. I'm not saying that it's not like a lot, but I'm
Mm.
saying like it also feels a lot less forced. Maybe it feels that way because it looks so much more like effortless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think Revenge of the Sith is that good. I don't flack anyone for having it at number 1 because I had it at number 1 up until fucking last night.
Yeah.
But at number 1 now I do have Empire, and
Wow.
That's
think-
valid.
I watched it and people were saying it was like arguably the greatest movie ever made, and I personally like didn't see it on that level when I first watched it.
Yeah.
And then I rewatched A New Hope last week, and I was like, I'll rewatch Empire. I feel like I want to rewatch
Yeah,
Empire
yeah.
now after watching A New Hope. And I watched it last night, and every negative that I had about Empire was not. I didn't even notice it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't love the stuff with Yoda on Dagobah, and then when I was watching, I was like, this is like some of the best shit in the movie.
Yeah.
And like, one of my main complaints before was that, he's not there for that long. That's the point. That he
Yeah.
had to leave because, and that's part of his character development leading into Return, because he wanted to save his friends, which in turn was why they were there in the first place. Darth Vader knew that he was going to come and get them.
Yeah.
And then you have all the stuff on. Are they on Hoth at the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole bit's
Oh,
great.
yeah,
Where there's
yeah,
where
the
the
Wampa.
I even know what the thing's called. The
The
snowman
Wampa.
gets him.
Yeah.
And then you have to.
Is it a Wampa?
Then Han goes out and saves him, and then the Empire comes and raids Hoth, and then they all split off, and then you get the whole
Yeah.
movie bouncing between Luke's perspective with Yoda and becoming a Jedi, and then them two traveling, like when they go through the asteroid belt, and
Oh
then
yeah.
they escape the Siths that way, and then Boba Fett follows them, and then they get like double crossed by Lando. I was watching it, and I was like so much more locked in than the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was the moment I was like, I finally fucking get it with this movie. And I think I understand why people put A New Hope over it as well. I don't think it's like levels above A New Hope, but I think A New Hope was straight into it. Empire was straight into it. It was like as soon as I turned on, it was going on. I don't think it drags at all. There's always something going on. Like, it's always bouncing between one scene and the next, and you don't really get a second to breathe, but it's also not like also crammed where you
Yeah.
feel like there's too much going on. And then obviously you get. I didn't think the end of the movie hit that well the first time, because I was like, well, I already know that Vader's his fucking dad. But then I watched it and I was like, it doesn't matter. That whole scene's still great.
Yeah, like, can you imagine being, like, you've seen A New
Yeah.
Hope, and then can you imagine, like, being in
Yeah.
a cinema
It was so crazy.
in the fucking 80s and seeing
And then
that?
the way how he cuts off his hand like Dooku did to him.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Episode. Does he cut it off in episode
yeah,
2?
have you-
At the end of
have
episode
you,
2.
Have you seen the episode of The Simpsons when Homer
Here we
and
go.
Marge are coming out of the cinema and they've just watched Empire?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's walking past everyone and he just goes, I can't believe Darth Vader's Luke's dad, and the whole queue's just like starts a mob trying to kill him. He spoiled
I
the
would as well.
biggest twist.
I
like,
would, yeah.
It's still the greatest twist of all time, and then for him to literally rather die than be part of the dark side and fall. Obviously, he survives, but like I don't think he was intending for that. It's great, and I think
Yeah.
that was a moment where like I didn't fully care for Luke before as a character. Not like I didn't care for him, but I feel like after that I was like, I fucking get it now.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think Empire's number one. I don't think I'll argue with your guys' number one, because it's still my like both your number ones are my 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But which means that we all actually have a different number one, which is a bit crazy. But yeah, I have
Makes it
Empire one
interesting.
now. I've seen the vision.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I've already really explained my revenge.
My-
So.
My number one is New Hope. And
Same.
basically just because it's the first Star Wars film I was ever shown. It is a nostalgia thing for me, probably. The effects for the 70s are
It's
insane. And I just think it's a good tone setter. It's an easy watch as
It's-
well. It's easily rewatchable.
It's the most rewatchable movie.
Yeah.
I think like even though I prefer Empire and Revenge, if
Yeah.
I'm sat down and I'm like I'm gonna watch Star Wars, I'm more than likely gonna put on.
And
A
let
New
me
Hope.
add a note to this. The Star Wars posters for the original trilogy,
Oh my god, they're so good.
they're so cool.
Have you guys seen like the Guardians of the Galaxy like equivalent ones?
Yeah.
They're so sick.
Sick.
They're so good. I think I have a New Hope poster.
Yeah.
It's
You see,
I think
you've seen
they're
the
some of the
Japanese
greatest
one in
posters.
Yes.
Food and Planet.
I think Empire is my favorite poster
Yes.
with Darth Vader in the back and Han
Yes.
and Leia. That's great.
It is cool.
I don't think Ellie knows what we're talking about.
I kind of zoned out for a second. I was sorting out.
What,
I said that
Revenge of the
I think that
Sith's
the
my
best
number one.
poster of the original 3 is
Oh
the
yes,
Red Empire.
yes.
Simple
I
as.
was listening.
You are?
Revenge of the Sith's my number one.
I don't
Simple
like
as.
the prequel. They're all just floating head posters. The original. The
Oh wait,
prequels.
oh we're talking about posters.
Yeah.
Well, what's your number
Oh
one
yeah,
now? I
his
say.
number one film's Revenge of the Sith.
yeah,
yeah.
we know that.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, I do. I think we've all spoke about A New Hope very extensively throughout this.
Do you
but
guys-
it is that good.
It is.
Like,
do you want to? Wait, are we moving on? Or are you still talking about?
I
Star
think
Wars?
Harry will give some advice about
Oh yeah.
Revenge. I think.
Do you want to talk about your number
Uh,
one?
Well,
Go
you have
on.
to say what it is. You have to say what your number one is, Harry.
Revenge of the Sith's obviously my number one, but I don't know. I don't know what about it is. It's
You're
just,
standing on the white.
it's just great. It's just amazing, isn't it?
You are.
I think it's
It's the backstory to the greatest villain, arguably, in cinema
Yeah.
history.
easily.
Like,
I don't think anyone
And the most
comes
iconic.
close to Darth
We don't
Vader
have
as a villain.
iconic
Yeah.
movie characters anymore.
No.
Like
No.
everyone knows who.
and all the ones that
Darth
are
Vader is.
adaptations, I feel
Like,
like.
Yeah.
everyone knows what. Even if you haven't seen Superman, everyone knows what that's my kryptonite means. Everyone knows
Yeah.
that like,
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
kryptonite is your weakness.
Yeah, like I've saw someone argue Sauron once. I love Lord of the Rings. Like I watched him for the first time recently.
Sauron.
Sauron, fuck off. He's barely in the fucking movie. Like to argue that he's like
Well, no,
the
he's not.
greatest.
No.
He doesn't appear a lot.
Right.
But the
He's
Eye
probably
of
got Darth
Sauron.
Maul
This
level
is
of,
another
like,
episode.
No, it
So-
isn't.
Sidetrack it all.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh,
That's what a
do
podcast
not
is
get
about.
me
Right, we'll go to
started
the
on
top.
But
that.
yeah, right.
Let's
That's
go
our
to
top
our-
9.
You guys.
I'll try and edit them across the screen even though there's no video at this point.
Anyway, that was the Flatecast.
Yeah, I guess that's the outro. Daniel, set the camera.
Aye.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Listening.
Elliot, do you want to get any camera time or
Probably.
no?
No. Thanks.
No? Okay.
Thank you for
Um,
listening.
We need to no, don't click stop yet. We need to do our whole. We need to plug everything.
Oh, yeah, true.
Flatecast on Instagram.
So I'm Lucian.
I'm Iz.
I'm Harry.
This was the Flatecast, also brought to you with Elliot, and Daniel's the cameraman, unfortunately. And yeah, this is our first episode. It's kind of
Yep.
a fucking mess.
But
like,
we
we've
roll.
also done this twice, so
Yeah.
like.
You just need to get a new producer. I can't sit in the same room as someone. He doesn't rate us.
So maybe we'll have a bit of a cast
Or Chicken
change
Little.
next
yeah,
episode.
maybe.
But also he'll probably maybe when the money comes in he'll come back.
Maybe.
Yeah.
As long as you change your take on Curse the Were-Rabbit and Chicken Little.
We literally watched it during a movie night.
Maybe.
Right.
But
And you loved it.
yeah.
Herschel, bro.
Flatecast on
This is-
Instagram.
Watch it anyway. You watch podcasts. I'm gonna put it on Spotify and YouTube to start with. We've got an Instagram account which will be in the bio in the video.
Yep. TikTok account.
We're gonna have a TikTok account which Daniel the cameraman's gonna be making
Running.
stuff for, which I'm gonna be paying him
For
slave
50p
wages
an
for.
hour.
And
An hour.
that's basically
video.
it.
Yeah.
We hope you guys enjoyed.
Hey,
Follow us
hour.
everywhere.
Hour.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.